Oh, this is taking ages to build. A very long time to build. Lord. You gotta ignore it, Leonard. You have to ignore it with all your might. Pum, 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 pum. Pum, 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 pum. I need you to just not laugh, man. Honestly, it's not funny. Trying my best. I think it looks stylish, personally. I'm actually bleaching my hair, that's why I've got it on. I don't just put on shower caps for fun. I mean, some might. Varies each their own. But I have a reason behind doing this. Okay, so what have I got to do? Let's first assess the state of all this stuff. That's got no IK on it, which is expected, but that's fine. See, it just does the same run up, so I don't even have the issue. I need to go through and just adjust all the animations. It is Friday, isn't it? Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Vibes. It's a Friday vibe. You already know it is. It's the Friday vibe. It's the Friday vibe. And then I need to. This one's fine. Yep. Going to the doctor. That's not even funny. I can't believe you said such a thing. So the handles to where? What's that? About 95, isn't it? Really? Well, whatever the height of the pelvis is, take off 10. So, no, about 85, about 80. Actually, no, it says here. Yeah. About 95. Let's do it. It's about 95. So basically, so that hangs Z offset, basically. So when I warp it to whatever location, it basically means I have like a procedural location. So if you see in the run-ups and the warp ups, if I show you here, the actual place at which we want the capsule to be is not 0. So when I do a warp up, we want the capsule to be at 0. That's fine, 100%. That's cool. We actually want that to be because the capsule we want to be at the bottom. So the capsule location will go to, if the ledge is up here, we want to move the capsule up here so that it's standing up. So the capsule covers his body like this. Whereas if the wall is like offset here, we don't want, if we're hanging off the wall, like we're hanging off the wall here, we don't want the capsule to be at the ledge location because then the capsule will be around here. We want the capsule, if we're hanging, actually to be off of here. But the problem with that is the different animations with where your hands are should determine how low down, like the offset of where the capsule is. So if you see where your hands are here, we need the capsule to come down. If the ledge is here, we don't want the capsule to be up here. We want it to come down a certain point, so the bottom of the capsule is here. So then you're at the hands. And so that's what this hang Z offset is. And that is just determined by the height of the hand. It's all about 95, which is the pelvis initially. So, but then for something like, it's a good way to do it because then for something like this, where it's a wall run where your hands are actually further up. If you see the hands are here, the carriage on the floor, but your hands are here. We want your capsule really to be like this, coming off of it like that, not up here or like this. We need it to hang with the full body encapsulated by the capsule. So that's why we have this Z offset to bring the capsule up and down depending on what the animation is. That can be calculated automatically as well. So I need to add some IK stuff to all them. The capsule is basically what holds the character in it. The capsule is really what moves around and does everything. It's the character capsule. Same with this wall pop start. We want a hang offset. We want a hang offset of 95 as well. This I need to go through and tweak them all to have to use the hang offset, but in code. But as I add more animations to this, I'll do that then. Yeah. Okay, let me okay. With idle. So not even that the offset is adjusted per frame, but the offset is sent. Yeah. So when we do our motion warping space, what location do we want to end up at? We have this offset that's like, this is the offset of the wherever the ledger location is. What's the offset that we need the capsule to go to, and that's the location we walked. But yeah, basically. Thankfully, these IK curves are super easy. Always just one. The animation. Love the animation. Yeah, okay, cool. So I'm gonna check this in quickly. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I should. Let me check this in because everything's somewhat stable now. Then I can go into So once I check all this in, everything works and moves, and the hang offset logic. So we kind of get the animation sequence, and then we get the curve from there. All that logic for that is in place. So if you see in some of the animations, the feet come off the ground or whatnot, that's what we're gonna fix next. And then yeah, then we're gonna add some more animations. Okay, let's do it. So let's check this stuff in just so that we have a somewhat stable build. And now we can go back and start editing up all the animations to make them beautiful. And then once they're all beautiful, we'll add some more. Then once I've done that, then I'm going to step back from the run-ups because I think we have semi enough of that logic. Then I'm going to look at adding some more drop-downs, adding some more pop-ups, just the pop-up. Actually, I don't know. I think for now, pop-ups and pop-up finishes I'm going to leave as just the one. Because it's a little bit less contextual. That one you have to look in terms of like, are you trying to maintain speed? And I need to add more to the data table in terms of the matching vector I use. I need to actually, probably might take a bit longer because I need to kind of break down the logic. The same goes for the logic for the run-ups. I need to improve to basically, like the momentum you go in, I need to be a factor because I need more run-ups that say they don't just land on the wall, they go over the wall. So like depending on the thickness of the wall, if it's like thin and there's a trace like there's like something over it, then you want one where you go over the wall. If it's that there's nothing over it to land on, like if it's like a thin wall, if it's a long big wall you want to jump onto it, if it's a thin wall you want to jump over it with the run-up wall pop. So we'll jump on and then over it. Otherwise I think anything else would just be a bolt, quite frankly. Because I think climb means climbing onto something, but I do like the idea of climbing on and then just dropping off. And then any more better climb downs, like if it's what's it called, like if the climb down is super far down to the ground, you go into a hang. If the climb down is really short, then you just drop off. You know, that kind of thing. That's what we need, really. So. And that should actually be better because that'll save me a lot of logic wise. Like, should be a lot nicer climbing down. Again, I don't need to do this big capsule trace that I do at the moment. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, fix animations. So first things first. I mean, this is already better, but this needs to be fixed massively. So let's fix it. Okay? Let us fix it. So first things first. 15 minutes. Don't even think I got to take off wash my hair out. Anyway, so I think it's spine 01. You need to adjust first. It's actually not. Spine 02 seems. It's very wonky. Yeah, we do. We do normally. We do. This version at the moment, though, because me and Dad are working on completely separate stuff at the moment, so I do a lot of the hand blueprint stuff, and his is exclusively code. Nothing really clashes, and we're actually getting ready to push, so everything goes into main. The old repository we had, this one here, it had like 50 branches or whatnot. We really should be all branch-wise. Oh, it's a million times better. Let's save this, see how it looks. See, I knew it. There's some weird twist bones. Do the feet land on top of each other at the end of the animation? What do you mean? See, the hanging, the bones are complete. I think one of the bones in there is completely rotated wrong. I don't know which bone it. I think maybe probably upper arm. I think it's probably the upper arm right. I think it's just completely rotated wrong. Because this is just wrong. But I think it's like there's something weird going on here that I think it's like inverted. That's why some of these animations are really, really janky. Very weird. I'm not, because the left arm does the same. This is really, really, like, it's positioned better, yeah, but like if you see, what is that? It just absolutely just deforms like crazy. But then in this, even there it has a problem. Oh, after the climb up. Yeah, no, that's how the animation is. I'll show you. It's not very good. This one I'm not a big fan of. So the feet actually finish on top of each other, which is just wrong. But they were very close to each other, and I'm guessing the markers went on top. I mean, really, that's just an adjustment. We've got to bring this left and right. Like, bring that there. But I mean, rather than... I can even adjust this now. What's going on with this? Ooh. I mean, even this spine, and then like, there's so much that needs to be adjusted. Do you see me? Yeah, there's a lot that needs to be adjusted. Like, that's what I'm doing now. A lot of the animations are very broken. Like, the spine here is just tilted off. So that's what we're doing. But this might be an IK problem. I'll have a look at that in a bit. It's much nicer though. Nice, and then do the same for Warp Up Start. way, and then ooh. It's like this so, do you mean like it's just so wrong? You know, a lot of problems that need to be adjusted. So like for this, we want to rotate the thigh. Well, no, I can see whether or not the animation is going to look good in here, but I really want to see how the hoodie behaves with it, because sometimes the hoodie doesn't work with capsules like that. So I'll know whether or not the animation is good from here, and then when I play, that's when I'll need to know how the hoodie behaves. I think we're gonna get rid of the hoodie though, to be fair. It's not behaving, and it's really expensive with the cloth set. Alright, I'll concentrate. I literally didn't know. I didn't change it. That looks good. That looks better. Then I think I just really got to bring the body forward, quite frankly. But I mean, again, this isn't actually a realistic pop-up idol, so that's probably one of the reasons why it's like that. But for now, I'll leave that. I'm gonna get new ones of this anyway, but I just wanna. All these are gonna change, probably today or tomorrow. But I want to get them all to a stable point and just a bit practice to edit to them all to see what kind of looks nice. Right. So that when I go to find new animations to get what from what we already got, go to put them in, I kind of have an idea of what it was. Maybe YouTube's just buggy. It does that sometimes. What was I doing now? It's 2 idols I'm a lot happy with, quite frankly. There's some weird, I think there's some weird blend there. Yeah, it like jumps. At the moment, I just hold the left bumper. It's just, but we're actually gonna then you have to press it each time to do the next stage. If you're moving fast enough, you do the wall run. Maybe we can just blend. That probably is. This blend here. Ooh, all right. Let me need to coconut oil dripping down my head. All right, I need to wash out my hair because I got bleach in it. It's stinging. That is why I have this on. It's just not just actually got like bleach in my hair and stuff. So I don't just have a shower cap on for fun. But yeah, give me 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Should go. Yeah. I'm gonna check this in though. It's a bit more stable. They're a bit better. I need to get new ones though, and more tweaks. I think more tweaks are needed. I wouldn't check this in for now. Actually, I want to adjust the other animations that I should get but I mean the hang and that and this state feel a bit better. I like that kind of warp finish actually. It's quite a good one. Sweet. Awesome. I shall be back in like 10 minutes. In the meantime, you guys can have some lovely. I'll actually edit it. Cool. Sweet. See you guys in a minute. Again, ignore my hair. Don't pay attention to that. I am back. Don't know where that is, but yeah. Oh, Alexa, cancel my alarm.
Your alarm is not set.
Alexa, cancel my timer.
20-minute timer cancelled.
Alexa, set a timer for 35 minutes.
35 minutes. Starting now.
Awesome. Okay, where were we? We had just done that. Now we're going to tweak with the run up on the ground. I look so stupid. It's not blue yet. It's got the thing in it. I hope it comes out alright. We'll see. Should I've done this enough times now. I think it's about like the 10th or something time I bleached my hair. I've done this enough times that like it should come out right. If it doesn't, then worrying days. Anyway, let's continue. What was I doing? Yes, run-ups and things. Let's get them all to start and finish the same point. Start with the run-ups, I think. Unfortunately, I am yet to start parkour. I will be doing it soon, though. Do not worry about that. Yeah, I don't think the plant point needs an offset quite. It's taking it way too low. Live code. Why will you not live code? Oh, he's building. That's why. I was wondering. Did you start? I have not yet. I need to. I will start. That is a promise. That's better actually. Hold on. Let's drop this wall a bit though, because it's a bit high. Make it a little bit higher. So you have to do. Whoa, 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 whoa. El Rapido. No, 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 no me gusta. Better though, much better. I don't like that slide down on the wall, but I mean it's better. Oh, now let's do the rest. Yeah, I'm alright with that one for now. Yeah, it's all so janky, all janky. So from 0 to 200. This is indeed the hardest game I've developed because it's the only game, like actual game I've ever developed. So I think it has to be the hardest. But I also think it's difficult because like all the mechanics are new, I guess. Games don't really have run-ups like this. Will this game have multiplayer? Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's so much nicer. If you look at the feet, they don't... I mean, they go a little bit underneath, but that's... I mean, really, that's fine, though. I'm fine with that. Ooh, I don't know. STORROR do indeed have a lot of flips in their skill set. They have a lot of flips in their skill set, trust me. Much nicer. Okay. Nice. That's actually pretty good, you know. Obviously it's not matched, so it might not be the perfect one for all these times. Yeah, I think we really have to be clever when we start the motion matching now. I think it needs to actually be when it should start. Press and pop. You can start a little bit later, looking at that. I think that's about right to me. Really happy with that for now because everything could be tweaked more, really. But I mean, this can still be less of a dip in the walk. I think from 0 to 8. I'd rather a little bit of sync than a little bit of a... These need to be cleaned up more. I think we need to do something like the motion builder, just to really properly tweak these animations to make them smooth as butter, so to speak. Yeah, this has some problems. So first things first. Nope. Because that's the first thing we need to do. So then that's fine. So between 9 Oh, it's because it's a montage, not an animation sequence. I'm tweaking. Should really just do it this, shouldn't I? So between 9 and 17. Between 17 22 we can make it so much better as well. So between 22 22 Pretty sure it's gonna behave because I might have to do some tweaking. Yeah, because of this motion wall. Not tweaking, but it's appropriately. There's no tweaking that you need to make. Yeah, that's much. That's actually more accurate. There is that quick little drop off of it's from when we go from thingy to walking to wherever we are. About here, probably, actually. I mean, this might be too high as well. Let me see something that's a bit more appropriately high. See, there's a weird little drop off, and that's because of the time in which it goes to walking. That it's like, hasn't gone to the position yet fully. Makes sense. Where can you find the link? I shall send it to you now. There you go. No worries, bro. The old one did perform better, but the takeoff is so much nicer now. I don't even. I also think the blend is a bit suckier now because it's really short, but we actually have some time now. We also need to do that. Actually blend like 0. That'll do it. Oh, that is spot on. Blend out. There is, you notice a little bit of a jank, but not as smooth as butter as I need it to be. I need it to be like smooth butter. Till that point, so this jump. Oh, it's because it is pulling it forward as well. Hold on. Oh yeah, it's because of this. I have to pull it forward. What if I just did like rather than trying to pull 10 forward. But I also think 10 forward is a bit janky. Yeah, the rolls are awesome. They really are really, really cool. Building 2 actions? What is it building? Oh no, hold on. My airbender thing. Just go to the ledge point. It's that stand up, I think. The standing up part. But I think it is because... do you know what it is? When I move the capsule down, the body it compresses itself. So when the capsule it comes out, it then like shoots up. Whereas really it can be in the air because the legs are in the air. They're not on the ground. You don't like. I've done this wrong. So very wrong. Crap. Oh no, 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 no. Let's kill. No. So basically, when the wall pop is happening, the legs are meant to be in the air. I was bringing them legs down, and that's, although it looks good because the motion is going, it's compressing the character. So that's why there's a. So I need to discard that change. I'm gonna wash this bleach out. Well, this bleach, this hair dye, and then we'll see what color my hair is. Could be blue, could be whatever color in the sun. We'll figure it out. I'm just as curious as you. I anticipate like a bluey silver. Sound like that. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Nicer. I prefer that. The blend is a bit crazy because I changed it here, but I'll be Gucci with that. Now let's do. Let's actually do it. Let's do this. So perspective, front. Make linear motion height that. Now we're gonna go from. Well, first of all, this please, and snap this to origin. There you go. Save. Thank you. First of all, then from 0 to 16. Oh no, so from 11 to 16. There we go. Alexa, stop. Let's do this first. 16, and then from 16 to 21. Add 10. 19. From 19 to 21. Maybe I did do it correctly. Yeah, because now the feet are too high. I did do it correctly. God damn it. Oh, it needs to be at the bottom earlier, basically. That's cool. Okay, okay. So once it lands, so it can go up in the air fine. Then as it's coming down, so from 33 from the apex to the where it steps down there. Go up, fine, and then we come down. I need to wash this out. Just do this quickly. From here, pop up. No, I think I did it right before. I think it is just meant to stand off the bracket. But this can be in the air because the legs are moving. Because it is meant to finish higher. That is the thing. No, but I actually know because the capsule should be there regardless, and it is just going to be bent down below the capsule. Yeah, no, hold on. I'm going to go back to what I was doing before. So from 22 probably to 30. That's actually correct. But he's like, it's like a pull push, but I think the capsule, the thing is just moving too slowly. It gets there too late. It should be there. It just gets there a little bit too late. I think it needs to get there like there. Gets there then. Okay. I mean, that's just a terrible. Oh, it could be too because of this. Oh, I'm so stupid. It's because there's no. It can't. It should only be disabled whilst it's trying to go over the wall. With this bit. I'm a bit here. I need to wash this out now. Yeah, like that. This is way too high, but I like that. Hold on, I'm gonna just quickly wash this out. I'll be 2 minutes. Back. How do you think the hair came out? You guys were here for the whole time. How do you think? I don't even know what color this is. I think it's like a purpley, bluey, silvery, blondie. It's like a mix of like 4 different colors. I think it looks quite cool. But yeah, it's literally like 4 different colors, and it's always blotchy. You can never not get it to be blotchy. But I don't actually mind. It's like all mixed in together, and I anticipate it'll fade out and turn into like a white within a week and a half. But that's like £4 for the dye, so I'll just do a dye again. It's not really a problem. Yeah, came out right. If you guys need professional hair dyeing services, I'm gonna quit this job. If this game doesn't work out, I'll just become a professional hair dyer. Simple as that. Very simple. Anyway, what we doing? Nah, fixing this stupid animation. Yeah, so I think definitely the everything should maintain. The feet should always stay at 0. No, I think we just need more of a blend. So 1.22. We can get like a 0.1 blend, I think. There we go. Because yeah, the only time where the feet really should be leaving the ground is either when they're moving up in the thing, but they don't do that because the whole body travels. So because the whole body travels, stay on the ground. But then here, it's just when they compress at that point, they can go off the ground. So I think it might even need to hit the ground sooner. It hits the ground there. I think maybe like a second or two sooner. Like hit the ground. Yeah, so between 24 and before we did 40, but I think I want to do 37. Cool, I can dig that. Let's just do a little bit less of a blend, I think. Let's try the 0.05 blend again. Well, that seemed to work really nice. Like a really short blend on this one seems to work quite well. Yeah, nice. Sometimes it's pretty good, other times it's good. between 15 and 20. Plus down a little bit. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's fine. No, the motion walking just needs to get there quicker. When that left foot is on, so that foot there. Left foot is on, that's when we need to be there. Yeah, it's yeah, like that. Perfect. Yeah, there's just another slight discrepancy between this and it goes up and it goes right down. I think really from between oh, that'd also be we set null quite late, so no, we go back in here. We set it to null, like somewhere around here. Pretty sure. So, and then because it's at the position we want it to be, I'm gonna set it null fairly soonish. So I'm guessing. Oh, we have a lot of time. So we're on a serious sale or something like that. Something crazy, like. Hmm. All right. That dude, it's really, really. Yeah, it just sinks the foot down a little bit. And I think that's because it actually, yeah, this offset, it's actually below. I think from, I also think because of the foot offset, it should be like, it really should be all above the ground. So, I think that sink is what is doing it. So, go from 36. 46. Spot on. I love the little stomp it does. It's quite unique actually. I don't know, I quite like it. It's a bit. I know it's not meant to be, but it's quite different. Sort of like a lift my leg up. I just almost like it catches its foot. I mean, that is the blend. It's quite unique. I quite like it. So if I'm moving a bit of speed. It does have a bit of a kickoff though. I think that's because he's a bit too slow. And yeah, the blend. Let's adjust this. Maybe it's a bit. I anticipate though, however, at this point, I'm gonna get a bit of a pop down. Ew. Yeah, see, it goes the line, the arc at which it travels on. Yeah, so when I set the walking, it just drops out. I mean, I just think this animation is probably a bit too long. Like, it goes here, and then it travels up a bit, and then yeah, this animation needs to be cleaner. I feel like there needs to be a better way of cleaning these up, so that, because that, I mean, that still does it, you know. And that's what that little kink in the blend that's what you're noticing. Okay. Well, this is better regardless. Oh wait, I didn't do Warp Up 2. Oh god. Yeah, that was Warp Up 3. Oh, this one might be quite nice. Ah. Yeah, I think that's the issue. It's that when we keep it on the floor, basically, when we keep everything on the floor, it means that we need to transition into locomotion straight away, because otherwise it stays as technically the capsule is flying when it should actually be on the floor. But so look, I'm where I want to be, but then because it's root motion, yeah, that blend snaps it. Why does it snap it down so hard? Yeah, because the capsule's still technically at this point here, the capsule's flying. So the root motion is going to take it forward and up. Why does it go up? I don't fully understand why exactly. So that's what takes it up, is there. So it's that bump. So let me and then the blend. To be fair, it's probably because this wall pop really wants to go into a walk. So let's just see if I was to play and go into a walk with it. Why does it slide left? Sometimes it's alright. See, like then, when it kicks off the right foot, it's just absolutely perfect. Okay. Let me go through and do them all in areas and I'll come back and... I mean, I like it at least there's some kind of consistency with the foot staying on the floor. Although, I don't know if they need to be on the floor throughout the entirety of the movement or if... Oh, it might be that this needs to be on the floor now. That's probably what it is. So no, because that's not actually, that's a step off a wall, not a step off an object. So off the floor, step off the wall. Animation is hard. Animators, I give you your dues. I give you your dues. Let's progress. We can leave that in now. That one's actually pretty good. Again, though, that's not on the floor, you know? So, let's do our tweaks. The Wallpop 002 was the one giving me all the problems anyway. See, this one mainly Yeah, see, yeah. So I knew it. See, this one was good. And reason being, you see, when it actually makes contact with any surface, the foot is on the floor. So that's how it needs to be. So then, yeah, let's adjust this now. Cool. Yeah, that's good. So, good. I think between 0 and 13. Nice. In 14. Between 20 and 26. Step, boom. terms of hop. We should be there. Now I anticipate there's going to be a weird little shaboom, shaboom. I anticipated that, but we'll up the blend on this to about. I think we should just blend out once the motion warping is finished, to be honest. 7. Okay. What do you mean? So the reason why I put it against 0, which and the other one, I looked at it now and I made that change. So although it's against the wall actually acts as a surface in which the character is going to step on. So at that point in time, the wall acts as the ground. So if you look here, if I show you the difference between the two animations, so 004, where I've kept it as 0, if we look here, it sort of looks like he steps off the wall and then goes up onto it, whereas like the root motion, the actual motion of the thing is of the animation is better. Whereas with this one here, I think I'm not entirely sure which is the perfect way to do it, but with 002, which I think is the one I left it out of, you don't really get the sense that he steps off the wall, because it's just part of the upwards, and maybe IK will be the reason for we'll just get it, but I don't know, it's weird. It seems like having the capsule just ignore that foot, and that foot is just in air and not like on a sort of plant in the animation. It doesn't seem to really like want to care about it. Like it kind of just bypasses it completely. If you mean, it just looks like it drags up against the wall, whereas with number 4 here, and it could just be a case of the animations, I'm not sure. I should really it looks like more so like, okay, that actual foot plant is a like a plant point in the animation. So here we're at the surface, so what that means is when we stay at the surface there, the actual lift of the left leg, do you see what I mean? The lift of the left leg, that is what's in air. That is, we're technically on surface, like planted our foot, and the lift of the left leg is in air, so that we can then have an interpolation down from the plant of the foot downwards. I think that's what I'll try it now, so you'll see the difference there 100%, but I want to make sure that's not just an animation thing. I'm gonna try fix this one now with that. So if you see here, I don't I go straight to this point. So now here, there's like a boom, it's like a doom, rather than like a doom. Whereas like we're stepping onto the wall, not missing our foot and going on it. So the curve is like this. If you see, the curve goes up, over, around, following only the left foot. When the curve is really, the motion curve is step up rather than up. So let's see here. So if we create a plant point there, so if we go up, boom, that should be, so from up, I guess. And there will also be less of a shift in the animation height, so it won't be as janky down. So if you look here, I think from 19, '22. You see, you actually get the sense of, okay, step on it, go, go, go. Now, so if we just do run up 2, let's see how it behaves. I think basically it's got to be on the floor anytime it's touching a surface. So bang. Yeah, do you see? You actually get the sense that it's so much better now. Like you actually get the sense that it plants its foot on the surface. I think even that interpolation could be smoother. This animation in general is not really giving me much joy, but in general you can actually notice the difference a bit. Like it is, yeah, it is a bit nicer. So if you look here, yeah, we plant our foot on the wall and then we come up and over the wall there. Blend is just pretty terrible on this one. Number 2, the blend on this is pretty tragic. I haven't done these ones, have I? So much to do. These are just like a couple. This is why I'm like, this process is not automated anywhere near enough. And I don't know. I just don't know. It's still like there's still wonkiness in everything does. That really is when this motion warping starts. That's about right. Let's do these 2 now. Thankfully, we only care about the middle part, luckily. Although we should fix the entire, yeah. Do you see how now we end in the middle, like on the floor? Because we're at a surface, technically. So walk, steps. First, adjust animation track. Then we're gonna go step. So 0, 0, about 90. Now that's flat. And then 90 to 188. One thing with this is we lose. It says you're right. It's a very high obstacle though. A lot of these walls aren't actually best suited for this run up. What's weird is that this run up is actually best suited for something like this. It's a weird little short. See me, even that's a bit low. I'm playing the wrong run up. That's probably why. It's all looking kind of funky. There we go. That's actually really good. It started off a bit too close to the wall. But you actually now get the whole, before it would just go straight there. Now you actually get the press up and go, because everything's just adjusted nicer. So now if I do it now, Should hopefully get a sense of the and then you come in, step in, through, up, and then so let's do one from right here. Much prefer this. You actually get the press up with your arm. There you go. That looks actually fairly good, weirdly enough. Like you actually look like you sink your legs. Because before, I think it was really weird because of the things moving up and down. You lost the sense of what the animation was actually doing because you didn't actually get the animations weren't that good. You didn't get a sense of okay, like now you actually feel the knee bend. You feel the camera go like that, like the actual capsule compress and rise. Like before, you didn't. I think that's the main difference. You actually feel that press. I mean, the pop-up idol is pretty crappy. We'll be honest, but. Any quicker ones, so you can generate a bit more speed and flow. But that one's actually pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy with that. This one is literally just a little hop, like hop. What have I got the height of this? I don't have that right. But yeah, it probably is right, but it's probably just the way it is. Once you wait. Yes, so let's go. I don't like this one. I think it's because I don't think it's meant to. You're not meant to end up in the hang. I think you're. I mean, none of them you're meant to end up. You see what I mean? It's just so snappy. It's very. And I anticipate that you lose a lot of the animation again, so it'll look nicer once we actually fix it and you get the proper pop up, and it might look alright. Let's fix it. Let's see how it is. That's what we got. So. How many climb ups are there per run up speed? That's not how it's done. It's not given like a specific speed. I'm literally just gonna keep adding and adding different kinds of run ups and different kinds of climb ups that, depending on the speed at which they're mocap for, I'll then match to. So depending on the speed of your character, if I'm moving at X speed and all I want to go is X high, I find the run up that closest, like, is the closest match to it, and that's the one I do too. So it's not like a specific speed that has it. But there's definitely, I don't have enough quick ones, nor do I not have enough ones for like of certain heights and stuff. But that's just so a lot of the problems you'll see in gameplay are really just coverage issues. So like you don't have the coverage, like you don't have enough of the animations. Like if you had theoretically thousands of animations, you'd have really little Euclidean. I use just a Euclidean distance loss at the moment, really simple. You'd have that and it'd be really, really low, and with that everything would look really good, and have minimal blending and whatnot, and then you'd pose match that and stuff like that. Actually looks alright, surprisingly. Yeah, so it's really not a case of if you're moving at this speed, like we don't set the speeds fluctuate, so it's not a case of like, oh, if you're moving between 500 and 600 meters per second, or meters per second, centimeters per second. If you're moving at that speed, you are flying. Centimeters a second, so 5 to 6 meters per second. Then you're doing this run up. It's really not, because there's so many factors that should take into place. Like, what if, like, speed is only one element, you know? It's like speed is one thing. What about distance to the wall, height of the obstacle? Like there's so many things that you need to. It's like that is super high. You shouldn't really do that. But like, so you'll find like if I do something where if I walk, the blend is really good. You see, because that's a much more appropriate speed for that animation. So the speed of my character was more suited, so the blend was better, because obviously the animation was meant to be done at that speed. So if I was to just lock speed into the exact same speed and had the exact height, apart from changing which foot you start, like so like there, the blend, if I walk, so this animation is much suited to walk and like a head high obstacle. So if I walk and I press it just around the right distance, see there I did it too far away. But yeah, if I do like a meter away or so, it's a lot smoother. Whereas here, this is way too tall for the obstacle, so the warp is terrible. But then this is about the appropriate height, and that is like spot on, you see? So that you can really tell the difference based on like, but the aim to basically not have any of those events is just have really good coverage. Like the more animations you have, the less of that you'll see. And then hopefully soon enough it'll be a case of like you have so much coverage and all the animations are really nice and good, like you don't even notice. But yeah, I want to have a talk with that Christian on how he cleans up all these animations, because the cleanup process is a bit stressful and quite long. But obviously, like if you look now, if I enable, I mean I've got one more to do, but I'll just show you. Actually, let me just do this last one. But I don't know, screw it, I'll show you. If I enable all of these, well, the last one. Depending on what I want to do, like some of the animations that just aren't suited, already with just 8 different ones, the ones that aren't suited just won't play. So that one was best suited, so it plays there. That one there was best suited, so it plays that. That one's best suited, so it plays that. And that one's best. So if you look to the 4 there, they actually had really minimal like error, because they were all similar, like best. They picked the one that was best suited for it pretty well. And I actually did a decent job of doing so, of picking the one that was best suited. And the more coverage you have, even better all these blends look. So, and what you'll find is now, a lot of them, they're not very suited distance wise, so distance away from the wall. What I need to do actually is I need to make more like contextual checks to actually determine how far away, because I currently check how far I am from the player to the ledge location, so how far this is, which really what I want to care about, because it's an upwards thing, is how far I am from this wall. Because sometimes actually, because I guess some is like, if the thing is like well up here, it's traveling a greater, but like I care about, because I don't want it to go through the wall. But actually, I don't know, I think that distance might be worthwhile. The height of the wall is worthwhile as well, but this distance is actually valid. But I guess I do really care about this one, this forward distance to the obstacle, and then the height and what you want to go on. I think those are the 3 for the run-ups that are main priority. My aim, I mean, I anticipate this so I'm calling this here, this height Z, distance Z. This is my feature vector. These 3 at the moment. This is gonna increase. I'm gonna have like exit speed, so how fast are you coming out of it. Then these are like my filters. So I have my filters here. These are my filters, like what I want to do based on the context I give it. Then these are my matching variables. And then my matching variables and my filters will all increase depending on how complex you want it to be. So I'll have like, probably not too many, probably like 5 matching variables. So probably like speed, height, forward distance, I probably say speed in, speed out, height Z of the obstacle, forward distance travel to the wall, and then something like momentum or something. It's like another variable like that helps could like make an even more accurate match. And then these filter variables are just ways to like narrow down the search, so you only take the rows that have given this correct one or this one, whatever. So just filter it out. So like then you don't, so you never get an animation that you do not want to ever see, even though these might be valid, because it might be a case that, oh, I want to land on the wall, not go over the wall, but there's an over the wall that has the matching variables that are really, really close to what you want to do, but it's actually contextually is completely wrong. So you need to get rid of that. So these filter variables help to do that. Cool. Let me do this last one, and then I'll check this stuff in, and I want to take a bit of a break. We've been on a 3-hour stream, which is nice. It's a good session, that. And yeah, I mean, at this point, it's cleaned up a little bit nicer. Yeah, no, I really, how long do I have left on it? A year or two? It's not going to be done for a very long time. I mean, this is iteration 2, and I'm going to do loads more. The sort of pipeline and the approach on which the logic of how I want to do it, I have now. That I think the matching and picking the closest one and having the filter variable, all this stuff, I think, yeah, that's probably final. But the animations are all these animations are going to go. I generally think all of them are going to go. I don't think any of them are good enough. Even the ones that you see now, I think are pretty poor for the standard that we want to be. Like they need a lot of cleanup. The cleanup I'm doing is so minimal, and they need a lot of cleanup. And then, yeah, these all need to be calculated procedurally. I manually do it. I need to make it so that this is done for me. Like automate this section and automate all this stuff here. All this needs to be automated so that I just grab an animation, drag it in here, and then it's filled out for me. I just press a button or something and it's filled out, and that'll be that's the main thing I want to do. And so then the matching is super accurate each time, to completely automate, completely procedural. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. And then we have so many animations I need to record. I need to record hanging idols. I need to record movement. I have to then do the movement stuff. Like there's in like so many things to still do with this system. It's like it's really in like it's very bare bones. Like if you've noticed, when I did the first climb, I kind of tried to do it all. I tried to do wall moves, hops, everything, and they all just sucked really. Let's see this one. I hate this animation. You see, it's only really good when so this one is good when you're really close to the wall, when you're close to the target, and you'll see here it has a really low like distance traveled, similar to this one, because this one is right by it as well. So yeah, let me just do this last one. Seemed to be actually a pretty easy fix. So I think something like this, doing it quite close, is even then I see it's too high. It's just a coverage thing. Well, that one's alright. See again, it's just that's like really is a lack of coverage. I don't think it'd ever get picked, that one, in that scenario. Yeah, that's basically one of the filters I have. So the logic for all these filters, I'm going to sit down and really think it through. Like I kind of thought it through already, but I really want to like have a set list of rules for why these like different things. So like If the wall is higher than X, you need to do this kind of run up. If the wall is lower than this, you need to do this kind, and those will generate my filters and stuff. If the wall is this far away, you need to do some kind of multi-step one. But really, if the match is good enough, if you have enough like good enough matching variables, do you see, like, so there you're going at a specific speed, so it's like, okay, well, the run-ups are more appropriate because the speed is maintained better. But something like that is just really not appropriate. Like, it's a run-up because it's valid, but it's just like, it's the closest one because our speed was a bit bigger, and the distance from the obstacle was a bit higher, but see, that one was a bit more valid. Whereas now if I generate a bit more speed and run into it, it should do a warp up. Yeah. And so you can start to get a sense of, like, once you start playing, initially I anticipate people won't know what to do to generate different ones. But like, once you get a hang and understanding, like, the more coverage you have as well, the better everything will be. But once you get a sense of like what, like, I know how to call certain animations every time basically now. So I know if I want to get to that warp, if I want to do that warp up, I'll go to a wall about this height and walk into it. So I'll go to a wall that's just above head height, and I'll do this, and then it'll give me this run up. Now, if I know if I want to see, if I want to warp up this, so don't hang on it, I'll need to generate a bit of speed. So I'll do a little run and then do it. Same here if I want to, but if I don't want to, I'll just walk and then hop onto it. Ignore that trace. Here, if I want to wall pop it, run. Or if I want to do the one where I grab and flick up, I'll go to it slowly. Then when I'm near, do it. So then over time, you'll start to get a sense of, okay, how do I do wall pops? How do I do climb ups? How do I do run ups? How do I do all these different ones just from playing? And then you'll know, like, and it's more gameplay driven. It's not like you decide what you do rather than, yeah, timing, like how close you do it should affect. So if you're far away, you say, so if I'm really close to this and I do it, I'm going to do the grab one. Whereas if I'm really far away, I'm most likely going to do a wall pop. Do you see what I mean? So like, man, that's because these are all the matching variables that I've been looking at. But this is like the one thing, it's like, it's the non-determined. Like, there's so many things that should influence what you do. Like a lot of games, it's like, oh, the obstacle's X high or an X speed, you're doing this one. Whereas I'm like, I really wanted it to be like, you can genuinely dictate what you do by controlling your character how you want to. And like, as you play, you'll be able to learn and understand how all these variables work just through playing. Because obviously I'm telling you now how they work, but like, the hope is that you play for an hour or two, then you get a sense, okay, the faster I go, I see more wall runs and stuff like that. So then you can be like, okay, cool. Now I know if I want to do things quicker, because the wall pops are quicker, I'll need to maintain my speed. Therefore, I need to think of ways to keep speed going into stuff. So like, if you're doing a time trial and I say first one to get to the top, one person might say, okay, quickest route, direct route, let's go. Run up, warp up the first one, warp up the second one. Then they'll get here and be like, oh crap, okay, hold on. And they'll run up here, but they won't generate enough speed. And they'll hop up here and they'll do that and they'll get there in how many seconds. But then another more experienced player who's, I don't know, played the game for longer, or like has learned the system a bit better, they might look and be like, okay, if I want to get up here, I need to pick a route that's going to allow me to maintain the most speed. So I'll start from further back, even if he might start closer. I'll generate speed going in. I'll keep that speed as I keep going through. You messed up there. Pop out, and then instead of just running there because I can't get enough speed, I'll run around here, and that'll allow me to do a warp up. So that's how, again, we can create a skill gap between players. I'm also airing my thoughts out, so I talk a lot when I'm working because I like to air how I'm thinking, because I'm also trying to think about this myself. Just tell me to shut up if I need to shut up. All right, let's Oh no, so currently a rolls are actually done. Yeah, so rolls are actually done. So okay, so it's actually really clever what Dada did. So we discussed it, and so the way Dada's got it at the moment is that rolls are done all the time now, for now, but it won't be, depending on how high you're dropping, how fast you are, what you want to do. We're gonna add that. But then one thing that we have done is we've made it so that you'll do a bad roll if you don't press the right trigger right before you land. So if the closer to landing that you press the right trigger, the better your roll will be. If you don't press the right trigger in time before you land, or you press it super early, your roll will suck, which means you do a slow one. So if you watch, I'm going to do an update video that explains all these new features anyway, like a quite well crafted one. Oh, why is it lagging like that? Lagging really badly. So if I drop off and I pressed it really late, so it did a crap roll. Sorry, it's really buggy right now. So I did a bad roll, but if you press it closer to the ground, you do a good roll. Right before you land, you do a good roll. And again, you have to learn that and learn the timing of it. Because at the end of the day, you need to have a reason to, like, it can't all just be like, you need to be able to do everything, but you can't do everything straight away. You actually have to play the game. Because I don't know, like, if you just picked up a controller, I could do absolutely everything. It would get really, really boring really, really quickly. And like, yeah, I don't know. There needs to be some kind of way you can improve. And so things like that, and like figuring out how to do stuff, that's how we want to go about. Why is it lagging like that? What is going on? Let me rebuild. I want to go into the new level anyways and play around there and see what happens. Anyway. 100%. Should be like parkour. A lot of people can do a cat pass, but not everyone can do a cat pass off a bridge into a roll. You know what I'm saying? Or stick it, you know? So 100%. I need 2 sets. I'm just gonna grab some coconut oil on my head because it's really dry. 1 second. Oh. Buongiorno. We back. We back to it. Bum, 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 bum. I need to make some social content as well. A never-ending stream of things to do. There's a lot to do, no time to do it. But I will. My aim is to stream every day for a year. I don't know if it's gonna be possible, to be quite frankly, and I guarantee you I'm not gonna do it. So I'll try. I'll try my best, even if it's for like an hour, just a quick something on the game, whether I'm editing a video or whatever I'm doing. Now I've got this nice, lovely setup. Or if I'm not streaming, Dad will stream on the YouTube every day. Yeah, let's go to. Let's see if it's bugging out again. It is. What is going on? It might just be my thing, my Wi-Fi or whatnot. She knows, shouldn't be. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's try a different level. Yeah, there'll be indoor stuff, outdoor stuff. Like there'll be loads of different. Yeah, like I mean, maps and levels. That's a whole. I mean, oh, what the? What the? I don't know what's going on. I've not seen them before. I think Guns just added them. Good arrow. Whoa. That's game breaking. That's a game breaking bug. It's like glitching every like 2 seconds. So I think the way that it needs to be done is like, it needs to be inspired by real world location. One sec. Yeah, I don't think necessarily replicate, but I think inspired by, and then landmarks can exist in there. So we had this discussion, and so what I was saying was sort of like it should be inspired by the real world locations, with like landmarks include like dotted around to sort of yeah, and then with landmarks dotted around in the map. But it needs to be open world for sure. For sure, for sure. I think that'd be the coolest thing. Where's the HUD? I need to kill the HUD right now. Can you dig it? Yes, you can. Can you? Yes, you can. I'd kill this. Goodbye. Exactly. But then it allows us to connect things and make things more interesting. It's doing this little freeze thing. I don't know why it's doing it. Really, might be my PC. I'm gonna shut down anyway. That just falls through everything. Yes, that has no collisions on it. Hey, original VP. Yeah, it goes okay, I believe. Okay, this map's not really playable right now. Let me go back to my lovely safe haven of my testing level. Ah, so much nice, really. yeah. What is that little? My FPS killed. The next thing I need to do that I'm gonna do, not today because I'm gonna take a break because we're 3.5 hours in, staring at screens all the time. I'm semi emphasis on semi happy with this. What I need to do next is I want to add for Dado real quick. Let me just take off my melon note. I need to add this yeah, I just need to add this what's it called? It's like a thumbstick flick UI feedback thing. So I add a little particle system on the screen so that when you flick it, you can sort of see what you're doing. That's the next thing I'm going to add, and then I'm going to continue with the climb ups just to keep adding to them. I need to do the drop downs and make them not suck. I'm going to really get rid of the one where you kind of turn around and come down. I'm going to kill that off. I'm just going to have it where you actually just jump off it. But that means I need to do a totally different trace. Funny enough. So yeah, I need to actually think about how I'm going to approach that. But yeah, because it doesn't behave like I want it to behave. So the drop down doesn't drop down how I'd like it to. So yeah, but we'll see. Yeah, we shall see. I'm gonna have it trace down a certain distance, and if it goes off the edge and traces down a certain distance, or the capsule down a certain distance, that means it can drop down to wherever you are. So yeah, then we'll do the drop down. So that's the next stage. I'm gonna do the drop down because the climb up, the actual climb up finish is actually really good now. Well, yeah. So it's just the drop down and the drop off. Those two I need to fix up, and then I think it's in a point where I can give it to you guys and let you guys break it whilst I add on more stuff with that. And then, but all depends on where Dado is with the bolts. So depending on those, we'll see when you guys can get a version. But with that being said, I'm gonna call it for a bit, guys. Get some food, and I might stream again tonight. If I'm not streaming, Dado will be streaming. But yeah, if not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I want to be doing another late night tomorrow, like a 5 AM job. So stay on for that. Sweet, guys. But yeah, this was fun. I enjoyed it. Got to the right place. Yeah, sweet. Catch you a bit. Any questions, stick them on the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. But also, back the game. Should all be in the bio of this video anyway, so any questions or whatnot. Yeah, sweet, guys. That's about it, I think. Are you planning on adding other ways of getting around the map aside from running and fast travel? We shall see. We shall see. Maybe. I mean, I don't want it to become like, do you know what I mean, like a racing and whatnot. Do you know what I mean? But because the focus is parkour, and that should be how you travel. So like realistically, because I was gonna say like let's add a Boris bike or something like that. That could be cool. But then I'm just like, people are just gonna be riding around, like getting to places on a Boris bike rather than actually exploring on feet and doing parkour and stuff and like stuff like that. So it might take away from the parkour, which I don't ever want it to do. So yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Maybe a lot can happen in this next year or two. So while we finish it all off, but yeah.